Welcome to the NTV Sports Central podcast with your host, Randy Silver TV, NTV News sports reporter and social content creator. Thank you for coming to episode 3. We have a jam-packed episode for you. Starting with colleges are now allowed to pay athletes. What sports? How much money? How's it going to work? The House settlement, judges, everything in between. Colleges directly paying athletes. We have it broken down for you on this episode, our main story. Secondly, a Nebraska swimmer made history. What did she do? How did she do it? We're going to break it down for you. Wrestling. Cornhuskers add a top wrestler, a former collegiate champion, a big get in the transfer portal. Who they get? What's his pedigree? We'll share. And lastly, Trae Taylor. Remember the name. A 2027 commit to Cornhuskers as a QB, put on a show at the 7-on-7 Battle of the Boneyard in Memorial Stadium. He interacted with fans. He played. We have the full highlights for you, and a future profile will be coming out on television, so we'll talk about that a bit more. No voices of Cornhuskers today. We don't have any interviews, but we're lining up some volleyball and football stuff coming down the line, so stay tuned because we're getting you ready for fall, baby. I hope your summer, early June, has been going well. We are doing great over here on NTV, and we want to start the program talking about the biggest story of the year so far in collegiate sports. Colleges paying their athletes. A federal judge approved the House versus NCAA Settlement. The high-level details that you need to know. Starting July 1st, 2025, all Division I schools will be able to directly pay players for the first time in NCAA history. No more deals in the parking lot, no more deals under the table, no more potentially going through these NIL stuff. Colleges will be the ones paying the players. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into that. How will it work? Who will oversee it? Will the wrestling team get the same amount of money as the basketball team? Will the football team get the same amount of money as the track team, softball team? There's a lot to dive into it, and this is a very fluid situation. So subscribe to our podcast because we'll continue updates on this because this is going to change the landscape of college sports as we know it. Will the NCAA be going away eventually? Maybe, but that's to be determined. The NCAA, though, will pay close to $2.8 billion, with a B, folks, $billion over the next decade to athletes who competed from 2016 onward as compensation for past restrictions. So if you were a college athlete from 2016 on and not playing right now, make sure your name's in the pool. For anyone before that, that kind of sucks. All D1 schools to offer up $20.5 million to all current players in their athletic departments. A number that will increase incrementally over 10 years. So that means that schools, Nebraska, USC, Iowa, Alabama, Maryland, you get what I'm saying, $20.5 million. Most likely what schools will do is give it to the revenue generation programs, a percentage of it. Let's just use random numbers for Cornhuskers. Let's say Nebraska football makes 70% of the revenue for athletics for Nebraska. Then what's 70% of 20 million? About $14 million. That's how much potentially could go. And obviously that means maybe the QB gets $1 million, $2 million. The top wide receiver gets $1 million. Top DB gets $500,000. Now a small revenue generating program, I don't know numbers, let's just say swimming, maybe they get $300,000 allocated to them, and that can go out to their swimmers or whatnot. That's kind of how I look at most schools doing it. What I'm reading, what I'm reportedly seeing, is based off of the percentage the program is bringing is what the allocation, $20.5 million. I just want to make that clear. $20.5 million the start, and will continue to go up. That is what they're allowed to give out. Now, does that mean that students can't get their own NIL deal still? It sounds like they will. So how's Nebraska broken down, their NIL so far? Nebraska's collective 1890 is the vector to paying athletes currently. That's how they'll be able to sign their NIL deals. Nebraska's athletics is part of the Big Ten's revenue sharing plan, distributing $20.5 million NIL funds to student athletes for the 24-25 season. So already seeing that this was coming down the line, they have already obliged to this, so they're already doing the $20.5 million. Good. Athletes are earning money for the program, for the school. They deserve a cut. Nebraska reportedly ranked seventh in total NIL spending among Power 5 program implementation. So that's between SEC, Big East, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, no more Pac-12, it's the Pac-2. 7th. They're spending good money to be able to get some of the top athletes. Now, is it translating to the field? Saw baseball go to the NCAA Tournament, softball go to the NCAA Super Regionals, Jordy Ball. Football, of course, made a bowl game this year for the first time in a while, won the bowl game, Pinstripe Bowl, high expectations next year. Basketball did not make NCAA tournament. Then you have wrestling, who's done pretty good. Of course, there's other sports, just naming some of the bigger ones. So that's how it's broken down. What about athletes? Which athletes at Nebraska right now are getting significant amount of money? QB Dylan Raiola is currently the highest paid Cornhusker athlete with an estimated $2.3 million NIL valuation thanks to deals with Adidas, Panini, Campus Inc., and Nebraska's Collective 1890. On the women's side, outside hitter for volleyball, Harper Murray. She has deals with Advanced Skin and Body Aesthetics, Dove, Premier Window Tinting Inc., Avoli, and the 1890 Nebraska Collective as well. So both these athletes are doing very good at maximizing their branding potential and skill set together. Would not be surprised to see this continue to grow for them and other athletes at Nebraska who would potentially be utilizing the new $20.5 million. Now, folks, I want you to go in the YouTube comments, comment your thoughts. Do you like this? Do you not like this? Is this a good idea that now colleges can start paying directly? Do you think the NIL was working? Everything in between. Personally, myself, folks, I don't think this has been a very strong thing because you look at the disparity in different teams, different players, different athletes, what Alabama is spending versus what a Murray State is spending. Yes, bigger school, more donors, et cetera, et cetera. But I think this helps level the playing field. And also, these colleges have been making so much money off these athletes. Now the athletes are getting a piece of their pie. I grew up in Southern California. Biggest name back then was Reggie Bush. And he, of course, he got hit with infractions for taking improper benefits, cars, potentially money. He lost his Heisman over it. Today would not be an issue. I'm pretty sure he got his Heisman back, or he's fighting to get it back. One of the two, which is two different things, I understand. However, these college athletes, student athlete, getting an education, athlete, now they're about to get paid. Someone who could potentially earn NIL based off her performance is Gena Jorgenson of the swimming team. The junior is a two-time first-team All-American in the 1650 free this past 2 years, 24-25. She set some Husker records at the national championships, the 2025 Toyota National Championships. She came in 5th in the 1500-meter free with a time of 16 minutes, 19 seconds, 20.28. It's a school and personal record. A round of applause. She came in 6th in the 800-meter free with a school record of 8:33, 7th in the 400-meter free at 4 minutes 11, school record, and then lastly, 21st in the 200-meter backstroke, 2:12, a school record, setting 4 school records at the 2025 Toyota National Championships. That's very impressive. Now, just to give you perspective of levels, in sports we always talk about what level you're at, and there's levels to this game. Katie Ledecky, 9 gold medals, 4 silver medals, 1 bronze, 14 total Olympic medals at 28. Katie Ledecky won the 1500-meter free with a time of 15 minutes and 36 seconds. Jorgensen came in 5th at 16 minutes, 19 seconds. So Katie Ledecky beat her by 45 seconds. That's impressive. That is basically a full lap, if not more, ahead of her in the pool. And that shows levels to the game. A lot of levels to the game for these players to have to really continue to strive. It's impressive to see. It's extremely impressive to see Katie Ledecky do that. And also for potentially athletes who maybe aren't Olympic level to compete against somebody like her to push themselves as far as they can go. Wrestling adds an NCAA champion. AJ Ferrari, great name, joining Big Red. Head coach Mark Manning quote on this, and this is a big coup, folks. We're excited about AJ joining our family here at Nebraska. This decision was a collaborative effort from my team, staff, and our admin. AJ's wrestling accomplishments speak to the dedication, work ethic, and competitive spirit that aligns with our program. We believe AJ adds tremendous value to our team's fight and passion for our sport, and his stats don't lie. He's a two-time All-American joining the Nebraska Wrestling program as a transfer. Two-time All-American. That is bringing leadership, that is bringing a skill set, that is bringing a work ethic into the program. The redshirt junior spent his previous collegiate seasons at Oklahoma State, 20 through 2022, a big-time wrestling program, and Cal State Bakersfield, a well-known program as well out of California Inland Empire, east of LA in the desert. 22-1 record last year, claiming third place at the NCAA tournament in Philadelphia. And if you saw any of those videos, it was a raucous time. He was 20-1 his freshman year at Oklahoma State, claiming the 197 national title and outscoring his opponents 195 to 55. 195 to 55 outscoring his opponents as a freshman. That is raw. So he went from the Midwest out to the West Coast, coming back to the Midwest to join the wrestling team. This is a big coup for wrestling. We know Nebraska loves wrestling, and it's something that we will continue to follow with AJ coming in. We'll see if we can get an interview with him as well about joining the program. Someone who will be joining the program in 2027 is Trae Taylor. He put on a show on and off the field at the Battle of the Boneyard, the 2027 tournament. He is one of the top recruits nationally in Nebraska's first 2027 commitment. He's 6'3", 185, 190 pounds. Expect him by his freshman year here. Maybe he grows a couple more inches to be closer to maybe 210. His sophomore year in high school, he completed 191 of 282 passes, 68% for over 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. As a sophomore, folks, as a 15, 16-year-old, playing against 17, 18-year-olds. He added 340 plus yards rushing on the ground, 4 rushing touchdowns, averaging over 8 yards per carry. This is a big coup, especially as a 2027 get. He's a pocket passer with accuracy and footwork. I'm going to show you some videos right now from the 7-on-7 tournament. He's rated above a 9-10 in the pocket, and that's great for Matt Rule's offense, which is more of a professional pro-style offense. Obviously, Rule coming over was at Baylor, was at Temple, the Panthers, Carolina Panthers, NFL, now with Nebraska. Great decision-making and arm strength. He's rated the number 3 QB nationally, number 123rd overall in the class. Described by 24/7 Sports as a cerebral quarterback who handles structured offenses well and can extend plays under pressure. And what I saw, folks, from him when he was here at the 7-on-7 Boneyard camp, in the video, I'll have it tagged right here so you can watch my highlights of it, was just someone who's poised and someone who comes from a great family. I met his mom, and she was extremely nice, gave me an interview. Again, a full package will be coming out on Trae. Stay tuned to our channels for it. And it was crazy to just see how humble and down to earth he is at 16, signing autographs for fans, making a difference on and off the field. He truly is an elite level player, an elite level human being. So let me show you some of these videos. So this is him at the championship game. His team's in championship game, 7-on-7 tournament. Watch some of these throws. First off, great form. You want to stop right here. Look at that form. Good footwork, shoulder width, and then watch this throw. Are you kidding me? This is a 16-year-old, 15-year-old. Look at that throw right in the corner end zone. I mean, the catch itself, 1 foot in, unbelievable. Just for high school athletes to get that, that is extremely impressive. Obviously, high school, college is 1 foot. Yes, go ahead and do a backflip, a front flip, excuse me. That is deserved, and they're going wild. That was a beautiful throw. I think my favorite throw of his the whole day. That was a dime. Secondly, here we go. A more traditional throw. Let's call it a goal line stand. Throw it up there. Let me move my camera. My apologies. Let's do this again. Boom. This bigger man, let him go up and get it. Number 15, folks, undeclared. His whole day with Trae was fantastic. Amon, come to Nebraska. We love you. He's a tight end, undeclared. I think he's a 5-star recruit. So last one here. Look at this. He's rolling it right, point, deceive. Again, number 15 right there, touchdown. And what's he going to do with his celebration? Let's do a little dance. And this could be connection, folks, you're seeing in the late 2020s, 15-6. Love to see it. Now, let me bring my camera back. This was just one aspect. Here's another throw. Oops. They did this. Here's another throw that they did earlier in the camp. Look at that. Just a straight corner route. Drops it in the breadbasket. Touchdown. Dude has a perfect precision. Obviously 7-7, no rush. But it's amazing to see. What's also amazing to see is the impact he's making on fans already. Look at this, folks. This will warm your heart.
He signed my shirt, and like, I really mean it to him, and
How much do you love Husker football?
a lot.
What does it mean for
Get my shirt.
What does it mean for Trae to sign your shoe?
It means a lot. He's super nice and cool. I like him. He's gonna be good at Nebraska.
He signed my hat right here. I think it means a lot just because he's not at Nebraska yet, but since he's coming, it's so awesome because he's going to be so good. It's just so cool how he's signing people's autographs and coming over.
And here's another video for you. Right here, our starting QB right now, Dylan Raiola, with the future 27 prospect, potentially his future replacement. Just endearing themselves to the fans, young and old. Just so cool to see. They understand their place in society, their place in the Husker program, their place in the community. I love to see them giving back to the fans. Dylan was there supporting. Dylan was there just providing advice to the different players there. You can see the chemistry him and Trae already have, him being a mentor. Also there, you recognize this player? Former NFL MVP, Super Bowl losing QB, but made it there. Former Pro Bowler, Cam Newton. He was there with his team. They didn't make it to the semifinals, actually, but it's great for him to be there, coach these players, coach other players, be there. Obviously, a lot of people know Cam Newton. That generation looks up to him. So it's great to see Cam Newton giving back to the community as well. I know that he's big in 7-on-7 football. So be on the lookout for Trae Taylor coming down the line. Obviously, again, 2027 commit, meaning he's got 2 more years in high school. But Cornhuskers, you have a lot to be looking forward to. We have a lot to be looking forward to in terms of what will be coming at the QB position. And Dylan Raiola, folks, I had a chance to talk to him. What did he say about Trae's performance? His quote, he's balled out. He was balling out. He looks great, end quote. And that's what you love to see. I'm sure that they're on a texting basis, hanging out, making sure that they're staying together. And for Trae to have Dylan to use as a crutch, ask questions, film review, and anything. Obviously, season may get a bit busy, but having that resource. Love to see it. Love to see it. And we, of course, expect big things from Dylan this season. He looked thick. He looked ready to go. He looks like he's in mid-season form physically. Didn't throw there, of course, but look good physically. So folks, want you guys to comment your thoughts. Again, third time I'm putting this out there. We need your voicemails, please. Facebook message, Instagram message us. Give us a voice note. Tell me your thoughts about what is going on here. Anything in Nebraska, the community, sports. We want to play your voicemails, make this interactive for you. I have not got enough voicemails yet to be able to play anything. Want to make sure that we have it for you. So please send them. For those who have, thank you. You need a couple more to make sure we can send it out. So comment your thoughts in the YouTube and send us your voicemails, or send me a note saying, Randy, I want to play this. And I'll put your comment up, and then I'll play it in the next episode as well. Next week, what we're going to have, going to be breaking down the volleyball schedule. It is released. We'll break it down for you. Hopefully get some of those interviews out. Have to work with the sports information directors, their summer program schedules, things like that. So we're working for you. A lot going on here. Obviously, sports breaking. College World Series is coming up. We'll have some stuff around that. Roaming with Randy as well. Can't forget about that. So let's show you this week's Roaming with Randy. It's a fan request. I went to Runza Part 1. Now you want me to go to Runza Part 2. Welcome to Roaming with Randy, Runza Part 2, Husker Bites. So this time I got a cheeseburger. My last review, I got the proper Runza, which my producer got right here. First time with the Runza. Do we think I'm gonna like it? Let's find out. Good ground beef, onion, cheesy. I think it's a bit too soggy for me though. Like a burger, you get that like crunch with it. Right now you're seeing us go through a drive-thru. Why? My producer and I are all muddy. We just did a mud run. You can see some video right here. Go to my channel to see more about it. But we didn't want to eat the Runza inside the Runza while all muddy. So we're doing it out here in the beautiful city of Lincoln. Everyone in my comments said you have to get the cheeseburger. You don't go to Runza for a Runza, you get the cheeseburger. So we got the cheeseburger here. I asked for ranch. People said get ranch. No ranch was given. But we did get these again. So we're halfway there. First off, folks, look at this cheeseburger. Does this look appetizing to you? It's like kind of soggy. You got pickles inside, some onions, double cheeseburger. It doesn't look good. I'm from California. I like In-N-Out. This does not look like a picture of In-N-Out. I hope this tastes better because everyone said get the cheeseburger. It's not bad. I'll take a big bite. It's very hot. It tastes fresh. I like the onions inside of it. Nice pickles. I personally prefer bread that's a bit more stiff, like with the Runza. I said it was very soggy. This is also very soggy. I'm not a big soggy food type of person, so let's do one more bite. I'll give my review. I give it like a 5.2. It's better than the Runza, but it's an average cheeseburger. In-N-Out is much better. So comment your thoughts. Tell me, am I better this time, worse this time? Of course, subscribe to Randy Silver TV for our Roaming with Randy. I do love a good cheeseburger. I'm glad it tastes better than it looked. If there's something you want me to come try, comment. I'll try to make it out there. Of course, if you're a business, you want to work together, come create some content, have me come out and try, cook with you, everything between, send me a message directly. A fun-filled NTV Sports Central podcast, Randy Silver TV, talking about the college, how settlement, athletes getting paid, swimming, wrestling, football, so much more. For Randy Silver, for NTV Sports, please like, subscribe, please follow us on all our socials. We'll see you on the next episode.